Good morning, everyone. Get ready to head to work. So, I really like this job, and I am really looking forward to getting more time on it. Okay, so some people find it really okay to be a dirtbag, douchebag, and somebody like they're so comfortable in their skin that change is not an option. And when you're noticing that they're going to, change up for somebody that is much older or much younger, accept your loss. And the reason why is because they're saving you a whole ordeal of crazy. See, people that have bad intentions for people and stuff, when they have a conscious moment, the thing is, they like to go ahead and, relieve you of the situation. See, if they can't pull one over on you, they're not going to want anything to do with you. And that's perfectly okay. You want them to let you go. If they don't let you let go and everything, like, you want them to give you the shove instead of you doing it. Because when you're dealing with people that have psychological issues, and usually con artists, anybody that is out to use people for personal gain, has got psychological issues. And I mean, it didn't help that the person, had dropped out of high school and, basically lived the life of being a con artist. I mean, this person had the audacity to broadcast how they were into being a part of the porn scene. Like, they made porn videos and stuff like this. And this guy had mentioned to me that they had in the past had girls that were teenagers filmed and everything. Well, I have 2 teenage daughters, and the last thing I want is being with somebody that has history of videoing young girls having sex. I mean, I came across a porno in his place that looked like an underage girl, and he's I don't look at it. Yeah, okay. I mean, there's a lot of different reasons why when people decide that they don't want to invest any further in somebody. And one of my cutoffs is if I find out that you have a brothel, or if I find out that, now I don't care if it's legal or not, but I'm really not into that whole thing. Once you start finding out that, because people that are into the porn industry and stuff, some of them suffer from psychological issues. I mean, depending on the type of porn that they're presenting and whatever they're making, I mean, they will do about anything to make money, basically. They'll have people out there screwing horses. Just bestiality, all this weird shit. So, yeah, I would definitely say this is one of those, yeah, I'm good. I'm not really into the porn scene. I might joke around and tease a little bit, but I'm really not down for that whole lifestyle. And I'm not going to be dating anybody that was in that lifestyle or have promoted it to where young girls were subjected. I know they got guys that are like completely into this whole barely legal thing. So another thing I'm going to mention is their porn selection, ladies. If their porn selection is beyond freaky and it is to the point where you're disturbed, bow the fuck out. That is just, no. And I know he wanted to test my temperature. He had presented me a video, or he mentioned the comment and stuff. I mean, this man mentioned a lot of strange things to me, like how he was, Superman, and how he was going around to every, all the local women's houses and saving them from fires. I mean, he even had the nerve to tell me about where a woman just had butt plugs just laying on the floor. I mean, shit like that I find very disturbing. I mean, the guy can go ahead and call me a whore, but he used to date a stripper and was in love with a stripper at that. And because he didn't like the number that I gave him and a time period and a time span and stuff, I'm like, you know what? If you're gonna talk down to me for some of the life choices that I made, and I didn't say shit to you about the life choices that you made, then we have a problem here. Nobody is gonna double standard me, for one. I don't go with that. So ladies, if a guy starts guilt tripping you because of your past choices and how things didn't work out, and he tries to like throw the blame wagon on you, is like, oh no. You could have told me prior to us dating that you were with a stripper. You could have told me prior that you were into the porn industry. I don't like to find these things out after being with somebody. You know, that kind of dampens the feelings a lot. Not only does it do that, but the fact that this person is definitely a gold-digging scandalous man. And the fact that he made me, like, he didn't make me cry, but he really decided that to say all these horrible things to give me the shove. Guys, if you really don't like a girl, you really don't have to say terrible things to them and yell and scream at them and have your little fit on them. You don't need to go to that extreme. You don't need to make someone have to walk on eggshells in a home that they're trying to help prepare for you to sell. You know, it's just, it's not nice. Am I talking about my recent personal experience? Yes, I am. Am I going to drop any names? No, I'm not. But the fact that I came across this individual, he was always outside doing his work and everything. And then after he got what he wanted and everything, he decided that he was going to go and be with all the other women. And not only that, I think it was a cover. I think the guy had a little sugar in his tank, and I'm not going to feel bad about it. Try and tell me that I'm the whore, but come on. You guys, not you guys, some guys really know how to shove someone off. You know, they really know how to push someone away, and all they have to do is open up their mouth, usually. They don't even have to physically harm somebody. They just have to open up their mouth and say the most rottenest, disrespectful thing to another human being for someone to lose interest. If someone hits my red flags, I'm the fuck out of there. And whoever wants to, and I got another guy that's trying to harass me online, saying really terrible things to me. And is at the point where he was stalking me. Like, he was letting me know when I was leaving and going, and when I had my child with me. I don't need that kind of shit. So, and then not only that, I had another character that felt that it was necessary. And this person, I attempted to work for them and through an IHSS company. Or I was getting him set up for IHSS. Now I am regretting this person being with IHSS because this guy had the audacity to send me pictures of him in women's underwear. Not only did he send pictures of himself in women's underwear, but he was sexually harassing me online. I mean, it doesn't even have to be scammers. It can be just local people that you know that are pieces of shit and get away with this garbage, because even if you do call the cops, they're all like, well, I'm sure he was just playing around. No, officer. But whatever. People want to be complete creeps online. I'm going to remind you why that's a bad idea. I don't recommend children creating online accounts with all the creeps that I've endured online. Just disgusted. My mentality is completely just in shock of how disgusting individuals can be online, and the fact that they usually will point out women that have children or anything like that. So yeah, I am completely disgusted with the male behavior online. I'm here to promote accountability for shitty things, and if someone has a problem with me saying, oh well, so and so is a great guy, then not only am I questioning the individual that's got the psychological issues, but I'm going to question the individual that calls the person that's got psychological issues and is completely fucked up in the head a great guy. I had several people tell me this person was a good man and it was a great individual, and I got to see with my own eyes the psychotic break. No. If someone, I would question that individual instantly as soon as they say the person's a great guy. Question them immediately. Because whatever great guy they're showing everybody else, they're not showing this great guy to you. Keep that in mind. It is not cute, people, for you to support your friends and they're dirt bags. They have ulterior motives. They have an agenda. I mean, I was getting guilt tripped because I didn't want to take a ride to fucking Mexico in the rental or in my personal car. And every time this person did something for me, they guilt tripped me because I didn't respond or act the way that they wanted to. They weren't able to control me. They weren't able to discuss things like an adult. I got, what is it? I got yelled at because I wasn't feeling good. And I didn't want to help out or subject this person. And then this person says, well, I don't fear COVID. That's what he said. I don't fear COVID. And then all of a sudden, the woman that he has been, sneaking around and, because her husband died. I mean, there's another thing is this guy was broadcasting how all the local women's husbands died and how much money they were making out of the settlement, or out of the life insurance. So when I say gold digger, I mean definitely gold digger. Ew. So anyways, I did some digging. I did some internet search and stuff, and I found out that this lady has a picture of her posted saying that she was vaccinated, but yet because she's in her 90s and everything, she doesn't want to. He doesn't want to subject her to COVID, and I'm all like, okay. And then the other day, I had to hear him at a local store and how he's said about how he's helping this lady and everything. And I mean, there's one song that definitely comes into mind. I mean, I guess he had to wait till after the husband died or something for him to make his move. I mean, there's a pretty hefty gap between these two, or he was lying to me about his age all along. Either way, I just feel like the experience was a complete shocking moment for me, and it kind of put me into shock where I'm just like, people just do about anything to survive. And I'm completely disgusted with that mentality. If you are too afraid to get out there and get a fucking job, support yourself, support animals that you've been rescuing and stuff like this, then maybe you should take a break and get the fuck out of town, is what I'm thinking. Because there was a feud between him and his neighbor, and I mean, it was to the point, it was very disturbing disturbing having to be witness to all that. I mean, you know, you see someone and you're thinking, oh, how this person works, you know, because when you're around, you're in an area where predominantly everybody does drugs. Or, you know, I mean, I left another area to get away from that, and I come to another area and I'm just like, it's everywhere, people. So you just like have to keep to yourself and stay on your own goals and just like disappear from everybody that you can. I've never in my life thought I would have to undergo this type of lesson, but I'm glad I did. I learned a lot from it. I learned how shady supposedly decent men can be. And then they're all like, well, you're a man hater. No, I'm a hater of people that play with other people's emotions. I'm a hater of people that take advantage of other people to get by in life. And I'm a hater of some scandalous, foul shit. Now, if you fall into that category, then yeah, I guess I do have a highly dislike and hate towards you. And I'm not going to feel bad. I think, you know, if people want to be sex workers, gigolos, wanted, you know, to be male prostitutes and stuff, that's more power to you and everything. But whatever you do, don't ever try and criticize me on how I live my life. Because last time I checked, I'm making a decent, honest living. And I'm raising my children the best I can. And when people don't have children and telling me what kind of parenting I need to do, seriously, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it. If you don't have your own children, you're not going to tell me shit about how to raise mine. And if this stirs up some feathers, good. I want to see you do better in life too. And if I'm not seeing it with my own eyes, you sure as hell are in no position to tell me how the fuck to do anything. Until you have your own car, until you have your own place, or pay rent for your own place, and you're not sponging off somebody, keep your fucking opinions to yourself. Don't ever try and tell me what I need to fucking do. Because I sure as hell don't want to do any of the shit that you are doing to get by in life. And that is fucking facts, people. Like I said, I got irritated real quick, and I was like, oh, I got nothing to say to you. Stay the fuck away from me. Don't even talk to me. I'm one of those individuals. You go out of your way to express your disdain how I run my life, we are not friends. We are not even associates. So, I don't know what to tell you. Stay the fuck out of my business, and I've been staying the fuck out of yours. But if you want to continue to hurt me on some shit, I've got no problem going digging and finding out the truth about your whereabouts, what you've been doing, and how you've been making your money, and so forth. People here have lost their ever fucking minds. Seriously. And I'm not about to be a part of it. So I'm already looking into my next goal, and that is getting the fuck out. Thought I was doing someone a favor. It's not working out, so now I need to get back onto my goals, and you know what? I guess I gotta leave them fucking behind. And that's it.